Are you an overthinker that is paralyzed to take action? You want to take action and start your own side hustle, but you are pussyfooting around finding a million of excuses? Do you ever wish you could stop, leave all your thoughts aside, and just start taking action towards your own goals? Hi, my name is Edward Sabo from the First 1000 channel. This video is dedicated to people like me that might have a family, that might have a good perceived job, but deep down they know that it's time to start that side hustle to transform them from a one entrepreneur to a side entrepreneur. In today's video, we'll speak about the following items. 2 things that are the biggest challenge against you taking action. We will talk about the definition of action and inaction. I will give you about 10 plus overlooked truths about action. And if you stuck with me until the end of this video, we'll present you as a bonus with 2 methods to compound actions and your results. You know that taking action will make an exponentially better life from each aspect. Your life would be much better if you take the action you've been avoiding. I spent countless hours of reading, getting online courses, and spending my hard-earned money on the next level gig that had the potential to set me free. But as a lot of us, I failed, or more precisely, I stopped too early in the execution phase. My purpose with this video is to make you get that initial critical mass that will push you to take that dreaded action that you owe it to yourself. That initial push is the hardest until it becomes a habit. Between another million reasons that might be internal or external, in my opinion, there are 2 main ones that are the biggest challenge to overcome. Number 1, overthinking, which might pushes you in anxiety with the what ifs, what nots, when ifs, and all the bullshit fake mental constructions that we use as an excuse to not start. And number 2, the overthinking first cousin or sibling, how we want to call it, is the procrastination. In this video, we'll talk about overthinking, and I shall make a part 2 about this sister procrastination. Everybody has access to pretty much all the information in the world. Google will give you any information you need nearly instantly. If you want to start a business, all you have to do is type how to start a business. If you want to start a bakery, all you have to do is type how to start a bakery. If you collect information without using it, you'll only get frustrated. Trust me, I have to fight this urge all the time. I'll come with a new idea, then I watch 300 YouTube videos, I read 300 books, but still I was missing the most critical step, which was the execution. Reading 10 books about physical exercising isn't as helpful as 10 minutes of spent exercising. You've got to do the goddamn thing. Again, this seems obvious, it is, but we still avoid the hard conversation. We will still stagnate in life until we get depressed, fat, poor, and stuck. Okay, we were talking about action. Let's define action. As it stands in the dictionary, action is a noun, is the fact or process of doing something, typically to achieve an aim. A thing done, an act. A deed, an act, move, undertaking, exploit, maneuver, endeavor, effort, or exertion. On the other side is the inaction, in its own definition, which is a lack of action where some is expected or appropriate. Similar inactivity, passivity, non-intervention, neglect, or negligence. It all goes deeper and deeper into the negative side of the spectrum. Okay, what are the reasons for inaction? There are a lot of them. I would just name a few. I'm not good enough. The conditions aren't right now. It's a crisis. I had a friend that tried and it failed, and it proved that it's not possible, it's not worth it. I picked the wrong path. I should just try something else. I don't know where to begin. Nothing I do will make a difference. I'm overwhelmed. I'm not making any progress. I'm trapped. It's below me, or I'm too good for that. I need to know more. I'm a perfectionist. I have high standards, or the standards are too high, or my standards are too low. They are already doing it better than I could. So What's the point of doing it myself? I have no resources compared to them. I'm so drained from my existing obligation, work, kids, studies. I'm completely burnt out. I don't have the right resources, money, equipment, connection, cameras, and so on. I'm waiting for help from somebody, but that somebody is busy. Is it any action? The right action. This is when you think something like this. I have to do something about that book that I would like to write. Ryan Holiday, in the book The Obstacle is the Way, defined the right action very well, and I quote, "As a discipline, it's not any kind of action that will do, but directed action. Everything must be done in the service of the whole. Step by step, action by action, we'll dismantle the obstacles in front of us. With persistence and flexibility, we'll act in the best interest of our goals. Action requires courage, not brushness, creative application, and not brute force. Our movements and decisions define us. We must be sure to act with deliberation, boldness, and persistence." Those are the attributes of right and effective action. Nothing else, not thinking or evasion or aid from others. Action is the solution and the cure to all our predicaments. Not talking about action as in keeping busy action that will waste your energy and leave you where you started. Watching 300 YouTube videos on how to take action is not an action. I'm talking if you want to get a video on YouTube or any social media that takes you closer to the desired state, or start writing, even when you know that whatever you will start writing, it's crap at the beginning. You will suck at the beginning, but guess what? Your second action will be better because it's incorporating the lesson learned from the first action. Do it at least 4 times and it starts to become a habit. Make it easy as brushing your teeth every morning or having that coffee that wakes you up. If you don't learn from the action you take, you won't be able to become more effective. If you don't guide your actions with principles, processes, or aims, you won't have much say at all in who you will become and what you will become. Right action is pushing toward the thing you normally avoid. Right action is moving into that in what is uncomfortable and what scares you. Right action is mindful. There are a few truths, overlooked truths about action, and a deep exploration of what happens when you take action. When you understand the nature of the action, you'll find yourself more free to take it. Action is cheaper than planning. Action allows emergence. Action or inaction, absolutely, inaction is scarier. Motivation follows action. Action is an existential answer. Action creates courage. Explanations follow actions. Actions beats the odds. Action makes you humble. Action isn't petty, and action creates anti-fragility. I found a great blog article by Karl Eschenröder about 2 methods or heuristics, how he is calling them. If you start applying them, pretty much 1 + 1 equals 3, in not 2, in how these methods will compound your results. Method 1 or heuristic 1, always lean on the side of action as long as the pain isn't reversible. Compare this with if you want to think it, as a computer software where you put the defaults in the software, for example, to save in a specific folder all the time without you have to think about it. Hence, whenever you have to balance between execution and inaction, you will always choose by default action. Even resisting the temptation to watch Netflix or in order to make a call or send an email or start your exercise is an action. Send that freaking email that you are procrastinating since 3 weeks to send. Pay that bill that you forgot. Clean the garage of crap, or at least go into the garage and then start from one corner once you are there, and then things will follow through. Pain is good, not just irreversible pain. Up to a point, our lives actually get better the more uncomfortable we get. I'm not suggesting you put your health in danger. Don't jump from the 3rd story or something like this. I'm suggesting putting your ego, comfort and routine in danger to get a new one. Method 2, or heuristic number 2, act before researching, or act before researching a lot. Planning is great, and if I will be honest with myself, whenever I plan just maximum 2 steps ahead and execute it, I was successfully in life. Actually, many times when I plan just 1 step ahead, I knew I will always achieve that. Why? Because the task was not daunting. It was very simple and lacked complexity, and it lacked playing it safe. As the only thing that it could go pear-shaped, it was just that one action or one result, which usually can be recovered with a little bit more work, but not a lot of work. It was that simple that it worked. Action and reaction. Og Mandino was saying, never has been a map, however carefully executed to detail and scale, which carried its owner even one inch of the ground. If you will take away 2 things today, there should be this: always lean on the action side. Do not overplan, because that will cause you overthinking, because then you go into the what ifs, what nots, when if, what if, and so on. Take the most meaningful action that gets you closer to the desired state or business goal. If you want to write a book, then the most meaningful action will be to write, yeah? If you want to create a video, the most meaningful action is to start recording that goddamn video. Adjust the quality as you go along. I started this channel, I started on the webcam. In the meantime, I bought a camera, which is this one. Hopefully it's a better 4K quality, but I adjusted as I was going along. If you want to contact somebody to get you closer to a business goal, call, SMS, email, Facebook. If you want to feel better and practice mindfulness, then meditate or exercise. I'll leave you with some questions for today. So questions for you today. Name one thing that comes to your mind that you might overthink. What is the verb or action that you will do to fix that one thing to get closer from where you want to be? Is it calling? Is it writing? Is it recording? Just execute. Thanks for watching today's video, and as a favor, if you enjoyed it and found it informative, please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell and get the weekly videos from the 1000 channel. Please also comment if you want part 2 of this video around the subject of procrastination. We thrive on feedback, and we welcome your contribution in our comment section. Please write, and if you think of any other subject that might make you be closer to your goals, just leave us a little bit of a writing there. My name is Edward Savo, and I would like to thank you again. Until next time we meet, stay strong and be safe.